7750506.
Hello, and thank you for calling Economic Services Division about housing assistance. You can now go online to see what hotel availability is in your area at dcf.gov/.
What's up? What's up, Jacqueline?
Thank you for holding. Over 90% of the hotel and motel rooms available to the program are currently occupied, and the state is following the administrative procedure. Households with a member who is a child 19 years of age or under, is pregnant, is experiencing domestic violence, dating violence, sexual assault, stalking, human trafficking, hate violence, or other dangerous or life-threatening conditions related to violence against the individual that caused the household to lose its housing, is 65 years of age or older or is otherwise categorically eligible and includes a member who is 50 years of age or older will receive priority for the remainder of the available rooms. Households who do not belong to a priority category can call for assistance after 12 p.m. today. All households looking for a referral to a shelter should remain on the line. One of our representatives will assist you shortly. Thank you for your patience. Your estimated wait time is up to 30 minutes. Thank you for your patience. If you
If I didn't have a fever, I would not be here.
Thank you for holding. Over 90% of the hotel and motel rooms available to the program are currently occupied, and the state is following the administrative procedure. Households with a member who is a child 19 years of age or under, is pregnant, is experiencing domestic violence, dating violence, sexual assault, stalking, human trafficking, hate violence, or other dangerous or life-threatening conditions related to violence against the individual that caused the household to lose its housing, is 65 years of age or older or is otherwise categorically eligible and includes a member who is 50 years of age or older will receive priority for the remainder of the available rooms. Households who do not belong to a priority category can call for assistance after 12 p.m. today. All households looking for a referral to a shelter should remain on the line. One of our representatives will assist you shortly. Thank you for your patience.
Casey?
Yeah. I am.
I heard I'm supposed to bring this for you.
Yeah, I'm talking.
Are you?
Yeah, I never feel.
You do? I'll give you coffee. Oof. You're on hold with the housing place?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm Krista, by the way.
Yes, and you're Irish.
What's that?
You're Irish.
Am I?
I think so. Your eyes are green. And you have the forehead of 1,000 years of creative excellence.
Confusion. Yeah, probably. So.
Estimated wait time is up to 30 minutes. Thank you for
30
your
minutes.
patience.
I forgot why I was here.
You don't feel good?
I don't feel good, but we were talking more about. I don't know. Maybe that's part of the job to bring me here. I was telling them that a lot of what people consider might be disabilities like PTSD go away when I'm out in the woods by myself.
Okay.
So when I'm out in the woods by myself, I don't have any mental illness. But then when I'm like cooped up in a place with no plants or animals and there's tons of people around, all the relationships and all the vibes and stuff, I don't want to be a part of it. I get confused. I don't want to play the games that everybody else seems to play.
It's very, very overwhelming.
Yeah, and not even overwhelming. I'm sure it would be overwhelming if I thought about it more. But I know in the past, every single time I've had an Adderall for the first like 3 hours, it's like I'm back in high school. I used to be like,
Thank you for holding. Over 90%
yeah,
of hotel and motel
I mean, when I was 14, I swear I had an IQ of 120,
state is following.
and I had just taken acid like a couple of days prior before I went in and was in DCF custody. So it was later on, so I was diagnosed as savant at one point, and then they removed it from the DSM. I used to be like really creative. Everywhere I went, I would just make jokes. Everyone wanted to be around me. Eventually, I had a lot of trauma. I'm grateful it happened, but it's just something happened to me. A lot of stuff that kind of beat me down, and I've had I have not been able to get back to where I was, even with exercise and walking on the track 10 miles a day, going across the country. I'm a certified audio engineer. I've tried a lot of stuff.
A lot.
Yeah, I've been nonstop. I get up and I just go every day, and it's been.
I should also tell you that I'm not the doctor.
Oh, my fault.
No, my bad. I was like, I should probably say that. I'm part of the CHT team, so like I am the mental health care coordinator.
Mhm.
So, are you being treated for your ADHD? Do you have ADHD?
I assume I have ADHD. I've been spending, like, my screen time has been around 8 hours a day for like 5 years.
Okay.
So I sit out in the woods, but I sit out in the woods with something going. In terms of like, I sit alone and create all day in my head, daydreaming. Trauma, it seems like, you know, a lot of like here's something that like, isn't it only 7% of the world is not religious? Like in the entire world, only 7% of the people are not religious. Everyone else believes that they're talking to some type of higher intelligence that can speak to them in their head and also is in control of reality. That's a really schizophrenic thing to believe, but 93% of the world believes that. So I wouldn't say I'm schizophrenic when I say that, like, sometimes I'll have a dream and then the themes of that dream get expressed a couple weeks. Like, I had a dream there was this witch out in the lake and I was in purgatory, and every time I tried to create something, she would take it for herself and it was consuming her, and she was becoming like, I kept trying to make these little ducks, and then she would kill the duck and take it, and she turned into a duck and flew around, and she had like bags over her eyes and a bag over her head. A couple weeks later, I'm arguing with this girl on Facebook because there's a lot of homeless people that are getting hunted down and attacked.
Oh.
Like, Brattleboro is bad. There's a guy that pretends to be a news reporter, and he reports like this mock version of cops. And you can watch videos of cops just brutalizing homeless people, like tapping their shoulder and then pile driving somebody into the side of the concrete by his face. And like 6 of them will pick one guy up and just body slam him into the ground and ragdoll him, and they're all laughing, and the whole town is getting in on it. And then those homeless people go missing because they like take pictures of where they are and where they're going, all because he checked a door handle or something. They're like all these funnels and funnels of homeless people coming in. That's going on. So I'm in there arguing about, like, you're acting this way because white culture has allowed you to have a head start. You guys are only 3 paychecks away from being in that position. The problem is you're afraid of compassion. And like going on, sometimes I started trolling them, all this stuff. But there was a girl that kept, every time I commented something that I really cared about and I felt would be impactful, she was just being really nitpicky. And she reminded me of the, remember Chicken Little?
Yeah.
The animated movie, and the Abby Mallard, that ugly duckling. His like side character, that girl that was a duck with a purple sweater.
Okay. I don't know if I've ever even watched that movie.
I don't know, but she's in there.
Hi. Hi. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Am I in the right place?
I'm Casey.
Hi, Casey. I'm Katie Marvin.
Real quick, the point was to get her to stop. I kept sending her pictures of the ugly duckling. So I had a dream that she was destroying everything that I spent a lot of time working on. And then I stopped her by turning her into an ugly duckling. And then 3 weeks later, the exact thing happened. And I have tons of dreams like that. So I wouldn't say I'm schizo, but I'm saying that I think that there might be something more that we're just not. I told her people think I'm schizophrenic, but 93% of the population believes that they're talking to a higher intelligence that's communicating with them and is controlling reality. And I don't believe that.
What do you think you're here for today?
Here, I just wanted to talk to people. I have a fever. Capstone. I was outside Capstone because I wanted to run a heater and sleep to rest.
Okay. And you have a fever?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
I have the pins and needles and stuff.
Okay.
And I'm coughing. I just haven't.
Is what's your name?
My name's Casey O'Brien.
Casey. Thank you. Is he in my schedule yet?
I have no idea. I just got called in.
Oh, okay. Casey, are you on phone with somebody?
There's like one room available for housing, and I have it. It's just whenever she answers, and the wait time's 30 minutes.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I just have to say, hey, I'm here, and then she gives the go ahead to get me a room.
Okay. That's good to know.
There's a form. My understanding is there is a form to be signed to be able to encourage that hotel stay.
I don't know. I think I have it.
I think you have to have certain medical qualifications.
Oh, okay.
It's not like a carte blanche.
I'm not sure. I think Capstone called you, right? Did they leave a message or anything?
I'm kind of just catching up.
Okay. I was telling her, I used to have I was considered a savant at one point, and then they removed it from the DSM. And then I was like, I did stand-up comedy, I traveled around the country, I worked for the music industry.
Wow.
I worked really hard, and I was like considered like a role model in my community, and people really like respected my opinion, and I was helping change systems in place in Brattleboro. And
Is that where you're from?
I'm from Wilmington, but I spent
Wilmington, Vermont. Okay.
my family has a lot of police brutality where they just took problems out on us.
Wow.
So I was a victim of police brutality, and it destroyed my reputation in town. and I'm not totally sure. I don't think at one point I had a couple suicide attempts. It was like a bad 6 months
Okay.
because I felt like all this I worked for my whole childhood got taken from me in one traumatic moment, and I've never been able to put myself back together.
Mm.
But I know when I've taken Adderall 3 times,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the closest I've ever come to being in that free creativity where I can use all of my mind and actually be here instead of like just constantly explaining things and talking the way that I used to be. I had more control over myself.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
That could just be focus, and I might just have ADHD.
Maybe. Did you ever get diagnosed with ADHD?
I don't know.
Hi. This is the form. Great. Did Krista come in?
I'm right here.
Oh.
Hey.
Hi.
Sorry.
Anything else? The appointment's being put in. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. It's okay. We're not gonna get to it, but it sounds like you need help care. You found us, which is great. And it sounds like you've had an interesting life so far. All right. You're only 25 years old and you've already been around the country touring and doing stand-up comedy and
Yeah,
pretty cool.
I've done a lot.
Yeah, it also sounds like you've had a lot of experiences that have been pretty traumatic.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you end up being homeless? Like, when's the last time you felt like you had good housing?
When I was 19, so went into DCF when I was 14. I thought that I had killed my dad in self-defense, but he pulled through. So I did acid with a band named Cheap Trick, and they were performing at a ski resort that I was a dishwasher at, pulling doubles because I dropped out of school.
Okay.
Because I had friends that were like 6 foot tall, and I was 5 foot and kind of autistic and chubby. So
Okay.
in a small town, all the girls like one family, and I grew up in isolation as an only child. The family that I had kind of latched onto was like, it's unhealthy for him to be here every day. He's not going to stay home if he wants to keep good enough.
Do you know any people in the county? Any contacts?
Oh, the point was just I went into DCF. Got out. I went to the retreat for 2 years in residential. I got out. Graduated high school, high honors,
Where?
Brattleboro, and I went to school and got certified in audio engineering. I worked in the music industry for like 3 months, and then they wanted me on a lot of drugs. I didn't want to do it.
They wanted you to be on drugs.
The people cooler, or because it was actually like, people say the music industry is like MK Ultra, Giddy Party, satanic stuff, and I didn't really see a lot of that, but I did meet people that were higher up that showed up at a party pretending to be normal kids, but it was obvious they were like 10 years older than us, and they encouraged us to do a lot of drugs. And then the people that those guys liked, like they kind of picked us out, those guys are now like working with Justin Bieber and stuff, and then the rest of us, like half of us, have gone into mental health treatment after that.
Okay.
I remember that night I had a huge spiritual experience, but I came home, I got a job doing delivery, I had a relationship with a girl I liked, and things were going well.
Mhm.
But I didn't have a house. I was sleeping in the car and at my friend's house.
Okay.
I was on SSRIs.
Did that help?
It helped when I was younger. I don't like it now because I know it cuts me off from something.
Yeah.
Like I'm able to function, but I'm not, it's like it restricts me.
Where do you think you have medical records?
Thank you for your patience.
It's different in different places.
So probably will take a little bit of work.
Yeah. So like Brattleboro and
Brattleboro Retreat.
Brattleboro Retreat night,
When is that from here?
2019, because when I was staying at my friend's house, I wouldn't bring him home from work one night. They kept me up because they were blowing weed smoke in my face, and I'm on an SSRI. So they were like pumping me full of serotonin. And I think that the SSRI keeps the serotonin in your head, right? I thought that all the serotonin that they were pumping me with the weed was just like filling me up until I popped. No. But the point was I crashed my car like 100 miles an hour to pay that night because I lost my girlfriend, my friends, and then I found out that she was pregnant and the child was lost. I don't know if she aborted it or if she miscarried. I had a feeling that was the case, that she was pregnant, but she didn't tell me, and then she told me when she told me that she's dating somebody else now. And because I didn't work in the music industry, she wants to go in the army,
Your
and I don't
estimated
have
wait
the
time is
big
up to
career
30 minutes.
that I used
Thank
to,
you
so
for-
she left.
So Casey,
Yeah,
for today, sounds like you have a lot that we need to work on, but for today,
I
do
tell-
you feel sick? Like what brought you in today?
I have pins and needles. I felt like I had a fever.
Okay,
I've been coughing all day.
okay.
for the
Why don't
past
you sit
couple
up
days.
here and take off your coat? You can still use those phones, but I wanna take a listen.
Okay. I quit smoking a couple months ago.
Great.
Before that, it was about a pack a day.
You don't have to. Here for one and a half days, yeah. Alright, so Kate, sit here. Let me take a listen to your lungs. It sounds like you're sick. Sit right there.
I forgot the question that you asked me about. Was it why I'm here?
That's one of them. Alright, let's pull his shirt up.
Okay.
Alright? Good job. Great breath. Okay, again. Go ahead. Keep going. Your lungs actually sound pretty good. Okay. That sounds good. Let's see what your throat looks like. You like this? Ah,
Thank you for holding.
that's okay.
Over
Pretty
90%
good. How are your
of the
teeth?
hotel and
Yeah.
motel rooms available.
You're
to
not
the program
terrible.
are
You have a
currently
toothbrush?
occupied, and
No,
the state is
but that's
following
not
the
true.
Maybe we can
administrative
get your toothbrush.
procedure.
Go like this. Ah.
Households with a
Yes.
member who is a child 19 years of
Your
age.
lungs
or
actually
is pregnant,
sound pretty good. You know,
domestic
I wouldn't be
violence,
surprised if you have
violence,
like a little bronchitis.
stalking, human
That happens.
trafficking,
I was at a
hate
McDonald's for like
or
12
other
hours a day,
dangerous
so there was
or
a lot of different
life-threatening
people that were
conditions
traveling.
related to
Mhm.
violence.
One guy stood, he sat next to me at the booth.
Mm-hmm.
65
I
years
felt
of
fine
age
before
or
he showed up.
older,
After he left,
otherwise
it felt like I
categorically
had like a
eligible,
lock in
and
my
includes
throat.
a member who is 50 years of age
Yeah.
or older
Oh,
will
your ears
receive
look
priority
good.
for the
And how
remainder
long have
of
you
the
felt sick
available
for, Casey?
2 days.
households who do
Okay.
not belong
You
to
know,
a
most people
priority
get
category
colds
can
and
call
viruses
services
like this,
after 12
and it
p.m.
just takes a
today.
few days to go away. I don't think you need any
Households
antibiotics,
to a
okay?
shelter should
Okay.
remain on the
Okay?
line.
I can get you an
One of our
inhaler
representatives
since you
will
used to
assist you
smoke,
shortly.
and it sounds
Thank you for
like
your
wheezy
patience.
cough. So I'm gonna go get that right now. And what else can I get you? Let's start with that. You need a Tylenol or something for a headache? A little Advil?
No. Allergies.
Would you like a Tylenol for a headache? Did you say you had a headache?
Sure. I have like kind of have a headache. I'm not sure. It's just like pins and needles everywhere. Like I'm kind of floating.
Okay.
I haven't had a lot of sleep either.
Okay. Well, I'll be-
Okay.
Thank you.
Households who do not belong to a priority category can call for assistance after 12 p.m. today. Households looking for a referral to a shelter should remain on the line. One of our representatives will assist you shortly. Thank you for your patience.
I do think it would be good to have a psychiatric assessment though, because that'll help us establish your housing, Casey, okay? Like, I'm gonna kind of use that as a reason to justify the housing. Does that make sense?
Is it here or is it a different
It would
office?
be like, it could be here, it depends on where there's availability. It might be Lamoille County Mental Health, it might be here. Does that sound okay?
I mean, I'd rather an updated version than have to keep explaining it.
I think
Yeah.
it makes sense, yeah. But you're currently not gonna hurt anyone, currently not gonna hurt yourself.
Sometimes I look up and I try to connect to the stars. Like in my mind, I imagine a connection. And then I ask if I'm on the right path in my life to give me a shooting star. And then I'll get one immediately. And then I did that like 5 or 6 times. I started recording it on YouTube for YouTube videos. And then I taught a couple of my subscribers how to do it. And now they look outside and ask for shooting stars and they get them. Like on command, they just look up and ask. And they get one. Or sometimes I'll ask, and then, one time my dad's birthday, I was 200 miles north, and some guy just showed up and offered me a car for free because I performed on stage for hundreds of kids at like a college party. And a guy showed up and said, I want you to have this car. I'm going to go do a faith walk. I don't want to manage the insurance payments. I want to leave and learn Muslim and be out and travel to mosques. So he gave me a car. I looked up and asked, if I'm on the right path, please give me a shooting star. If the right thing is to go see my father or not, I'll stay here and keep going down the road I'm doing. And then the PTSD makes me like decision fatigue where I'll run in circles until I panic. And then my dad texted me, I just saw a shooting star and thought of you. So like stuff like that. That's like game breaking stuff. That I don't know how a psychiatrist could put that. If I had a computer, I could edit it all together. I think Trump went on Joe Rogan and said there are aliens on Mars.
Do you believe him?
No, I think it's a sex cult. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll take it.
All right, thanks, Casey.
Yep.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Erin. Hey Casey, so you're on hold still. Do you know where would your records be? You said Brattleboro?
Brattleboro Retreat,
Anyone else?
Spring Harbor, Maine. I tried to hang myself out there, and I went in.
CASEY.
Yep. I wanted to ask her about
Last name?
O'Brien, Obrien.
You had to ask Dr. Marvin about what?
There's a lot of stuff going on with people are testing. There's like this weird fog going around, and people are taking samples of the fog, and they're finding little nanoparticles, like AI controllable stuff that goes in your blood and is controllable by an AI, like Bluetooth. They're finding that in actual fog going around the country right now. And I just figured people are talking about that. There was a fog nearby. All of a sudden, it feels like my throat's closed and it's harder to think. People are saying that things like colloidal silver, monatomic gold, and I think they call them nutraceuticals, which are like not pharmaceuticals. They're the natural version of what the pharmacy provides.
Oh,
That's like RFK Jr. is really pushing that right now, is like to revamp the big pharma with nutraceuticals, stuff that's healthy for us, that isn't like manufactured in a factory, it's grown from the ground. So I wanted to ask the doctor about that stuff and about what she thought about what's it called? Like the forced blood clots from the like nanoparticles is a really conspiracy theory thing to say, but it's true. Like a lot of people in like big positions like boxing and like Ryan the UFC, they're like going out and on their press. Hello? Hello?
I was wondering if they answered. Are you on two phones?
Yeah, I'm on FaceTime on one, and then I'm on the phone right
So does that mean I'm on FaceTime?
now. No, I don't record you. I can mute it if
Messages for you.
One thing.
It's gonna be a really weird question. We have a shower downstairs? Do you want to shower and get a meal before you leave?
Your estimated wait time is up to 5 minutes. Thank you for your patience. If
Sure.
you would like
You
to
can think
receive the
about
call,
it. Okay.
Sure. I don't like it because I've been out in the woods so long. It really is it feels like protection almost. Like the being out in the woods and stuff. It's nice. But I'll do it.
It's not a have to, friend.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, sure. I smell bad, man. I'll do
I
it.
don't smell anything, so
Okay.
you're good. I don't know how to use these things. Do you use it anytime?
I think you can use it anytime. I think I need one now that I smoke so much. Cigarettes. When I smoke, the kindness of strangers on the internet. And it used to be, because I was out in the woods, and I was really out in the woods, like alone. And you hear when people say, I'm turning into nature by hugging trees and I'm grounding myself.
thank you for
It
holding.
really is like your body
Over
conducts
90% of
electricity,
the hotel and
and
motel
you're
rooms
designed to
available
be
to the
barefoot in the
program
woods,
are
and it
currently
really does
occupied,
heal
and the
your
state is
ailments
following the
and with
administrative
frequency pushes
procedure.
off your disease status.
Households with a member who is a child
And tell
19
her
years
there's
of
something
age or
called
under,
autophagy,
is pregnant,
which is where
is
a body's
experiencing domestic
self-cleaning
violence,
process,
dating violence,
where you go
sexual
into a
assault,
fasted state, like the Bible says
human
fasting.
trafficking,
Your body
hate
looks in and
violence,
says, oh,
or other
I'm not
dangerous
taking in
or
any sugar, I don't
life-threatening
have any
conditions
fats.
related to violence
There's
against
this
the
cancer cell
individual that
growing and
caused
I
the
need food.
household
I'm
to
just
lose
going to
its
eat that.
housing.
And it
Is
does, and it
65
repairs
years
your
of age
genetics,
or
and
older
then
or
it's
is
supposed to
otherwise
connect to the sunlight,
categorically
and the sun comes
eligible,
in
and includes a
and
member
boosts you
who
like a
is
battery,
50
like
years
this is
of
a
age
solar
or
panel.
older will
And it
receive
really does,
priority
your
for the
body's a
remainder of
self-cleaning
the
machine.
available rooms.
So
Households
I've
that do not
definitely
belong to a
had one
priority
guy
category
that
can call
had
for
1 month to
assistance
live,
after 12
and he was
p.m.
being
today.
gutted out. Every
All
month they were
households
opening his
looking
stomach
for a
up and
referral
removing
to
a
a
tumor.
shelter should remain
Within
on the
6
line.
months of
One of our
fasting sunlight
representatives will
probiotics,
assist you shortly.
which the process
Thank you
is
for
called
your patience.
ketosis, autophagy, and apoptosis. Just
I'm
multivitamin.
multitasking. I'm listening to you.
You're good. He's never been back. Healed his cancer completely, healthier and happier than he's ever been. And all he did was just stop eating, so his body had a chance to eat the garbage that was killing him.
The modern Oh gosh, don't say that to me.
You good?
I hear you.
I'm not starving myself. I'm getting fat as hell for content. I want to show all these fat people on the internet how quickly I can lose it just by walking and eating healthy. I don't think I'm doing this right.
What's the directions here?
Your
I don't know anything about these.
I don't either.
Well,
Everyone that I had was you push down all the way. It's not like one little.
wait, you're smarter than me.
All right.
All right. So RTTC said they're coming at 1:22. Do you want them to come later? It's 12:45 now, or do you?
It's up to you. I was gonna go to Cumbies and spend $10 and have them cook up a pizza, and then
I don't know what the meals are, and we have got meals in the freezer. You are welcome to have them, and like if you want to grab a shower and chill, like that's cool too. It's up totally up to you, but I have someone that's willing to call them.
are you in like a group chat or like an email chain?
I hate group chats.
Okay.
No, it's just my boss. She just asked me
Okay.
about the form, and I'm gonna scan this in
Okay.
so she can send that to them.
Mhm.
I just asked her when they were coming.
Yeah, they said like 120, 125.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm just waiting for Capstone to close. I think they want me back at Capstone actually before 5.
Okay.
I don't need any food. They have plenty of meals there too. And they're pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not judging you
Yeah.
at all.
No, I'm sick, so I don't want to eat like sugar or anything.
No, that's cool. I feel like they're probably like some sort of version of healthy protein meal, but I didn't know like.
Dating violence,
Yeah,
sexual assault, stalking, human trafficking, hate violence, or other dangerous or life-threatening conditions related to violence
human
against the
Alright,
individual
so
that cause the
I'm
household to
gonna
lose
scan
its
this in
housing
so Carrie can
is 65 years of age or older or is
to
otherwise categorically eligible
wherever
and includes
to
a member who
either
is 50 years of age or older will receive priority for the remainder of the available rooms.
I don't know how
Households
you
who do
feel
not
about
belong to a
this.
priority category can call for
I
assistance
can
after
fill the rest
12
of these
p.m.
out.
today.
These
All
are the
households
forms
looking
that
for a
we're
referral to a
sent
shelter
to
should remain on the
Brattleboro.
line. One of our representatives will assist you shortly.
Or just a
Thank you for your patience.
here.
Either way.
Either way, but I can fill the rest of them out. If you, it's cool.
Do you know anything about like involuntary stays? Like I once went to I lived in South Beach, Miami for a month, and one night I was out, I passed out, high and drunk at a outside a hotel, and I woke up and the cops kidnapped me. I didn't have anything on me, and they just took me to a hospital, and I was forced to be there for a month. And I just said I'm 21. I was stuck there for a month. Yeah. Yeah.
Unless someone else is recording
Mhm.
and says you have to stay here. If you, my guess is that you are your own phone. If anything were to happen in public and you end up somewhere,
Time is up to 5 minutes.
there,
Thank you.
you can discharge yourself.
Okay. They made it involuntary.
I
Because
don't,
the
that's
cops.
in Florida.
Yeah.
I don't know what that, I'm never gonna make any sort of idea of like understanding what's going on in Florida.
I'm sure he just wanted me off the street because I was probably a ditzy Vermont kid, and he could tell that, and I wasn't like a gang member from Florida like he's used to talking to every day. But it's still, I was out. I did get to, that it's like a giant skyscraper hospital, and I had like good meals. The women were beautiful, and everybody was dancing, having a good time. So I did get to live like in a penthouse in South Beach for like a month. But
Well, that doesn't sound too shabby.
I was gonna tell you that hospital if you wanted to talk to them and try to get records from them.
Oh, okay. Who's that?
I don't know.
When did you see Putney last?
I've tried to go back in 2022 and they weren't very helpful because I told you the police brutality stuff.
Right.
It's just reputation took over. Like nobody could talk to me like a person because everyone believed I was a violent drug dealer.
Where's the last place you went?
For mental health.
For checkup for.
I've tried to come here last year.
Okay.
I've tried to go to Burlington.
Thank you for holding.
I might have gone to Plattsburgh. Never was hospitalized or anything. It was just me trying to get different prescriptions to see if that might help. But I don't think I ever really got to a second appointment. So I think Putney Family Healthcare in like 2019 was probably the last other.
Was
Yeah.
Brattleboro before that?
Brattleboro was early 2019, and then for a month.
Okay. Why don't we? Where do you think the best place to start is?
For like getting medical records about me. I mean, I was in the retreat for 2 years. I don't know if with DCF, are you able to look back at? Are you looking for like an extensive everywhere that I've been, or like?
And I also want to be clear with we're not tracking your mental health.
One of our representatives.
We're not tracking your mental
Yeah.
health stuff.
I got you.
Thank you for your
Dr. Monroe
patience.
just wants to make sure, like, is there anything that like, I don't know about how you seem to remember a lot of things. Is there anything that you're allergic to? Is there anything that like, what's your health been like? Is there any trends, any like patterns that like?
I mean, I know what I'm
Do you
allergic.
get-
Yeah, I know what I'm allergic to.
Okay.
No real stuff other than now I've been smoking heavily for 2 years, and I quit a couple months ago.
You can do it again.
No, I don't want to do it anymore.
You don't want to do it anymore?
Yeah, like I have cigarettes and I haven't even thought about smoking them.
And I mean, I've got paperwork. If we have time, we can fill it out. But like, you're welcome here. If you get a second visit, I don't know what in this house is, but
When I first came here last fall, and I had more homeless-looking clothes, like stains, and these are still stained, but these are jeans. I was wearing like different stuff, and I came in and I was more closer to an animal because I've been being homeless is really traumatizing. I'm not like, it's not a poor me thing, but you are, if you don't want to work, you're slowly reduced to an animal until you become one. Like I felt really happy just being out with the squirrels, and I would go with in Burlington, there's 40 raccoons that go across the waterfront, and I would just go get food from in town and I'd feed them and sit with them, and then they get stuck in the dumpster and I'd have to open it up for them. And I'd feed seagulls every day, and I like learned how to be around the animals, and I couldn't I couldn't have conversations with people because I could feel all the, like the hostility. And
do you feel people's energy?
so the people that built the country have a system, like all these letters and the numbers around us, they call it spelling because it used to be called satanic spell work. Like everything that we said was using manifestation energy from the spirit realm to create things in existence. Hollywood is Irish, of the holly tree that pagans used to use to possess people, to cast them in spells, to make them act in character. So back in the day in Ireland, they were able to do something that would completely destroy somebody's mind, and they would take over and then control them with their mind. And that was, I think if they were faking that and they were just making it up, it wouldn't become a staple in their culture that developed into a widespread religion. And I don't think Hollywood would be promoting the god that they used to worship so heavily. Like they get together and go to Bohemian Grove where they worship an owl god. They call it Hollywood, and they cast people in spells. They do these, have you ever seen like this, or they do the one eye, or they have a black eye? They're literally doing stuff like that. So I don't think it's made up.
Would you rather be away from humans?
Yeah, I have no mental illness when I'm alone at all. I just sit and create songs, and I live in like 6 different places in my mind. I write TV shows. But what I was saying is, they also believe that the day in their system, the day that you're born and your life path, so if you add up all the letters or all the numbers of your birthday and the gematria, so if like A is 1 and B is 2, adding all that together plus your astrology, like where the planets were when you were born, plus where they are right now, it's just a system, like an ecosystem has tons of animals that do different things to keep the environment going. They feel like everything is doing different things to keep us going. We're just a fraction of something huge. So following that and learning about that, when you go down far enough, there's a pattern in people. Like my dad is a Leo, Libra, fire, air, born on the 10th, 3 life path, which is like childlike energy, creative. I'm a Sagittarius, Aquarius, so it's still fire, air, but it deals with like exponentially bigger problems, and like instead of being stagnant and calm, it's like free flowing. And I'm born on the 11th, which is the master number, past the 10th. They call it like 33 degrees in Freemasonry, 33 vertebrae in the spine. Jesus died at 33. When you hit 11, you're at that higher level where everything's very vivid and your whole experience is different because you're like an older soul. You've been around longer, so you have to deal with different things. And I'm not a 3 life path, I'm a 33, which means according to the people that built everything that we're in right now, like everything that isn't the woods right now in American society, they believe that I'm technically the oldest soul possible. And I would experience things so vividly that most people can't function. So when I get overwhelmed because I'm like worried about little things like a cop's tone, it was because I didn't understand that I was feeling like actual hatred coming from the guy, and I would literally see it like synesthesia. When I went into the music industry, I'd sit down in the recording studio with people, and they would talk about what their dream was and their vision for their song, and I would just be able to kind of take it in, and I'd work really hard to make it better than what they were expecting. And if you look up, like, at the end of Christianity, when you read the Bible, it just talks about all it is that you're humble, and then God is gracious. He gives you more than what you're expecting and more than what you deserve, but he makes sure that you're able to appreciate it. So I thought I was in a position where tons of kids would come in trying to chase their dreams, and I'd work them through their problems, and I'd bless them with something that was way better than they expected. I know that when I go down that crazy road, because if this is true, then this is true, and if that's true, then this is true, so you try to get a bigger understanding of everything and like grow into a greater perspective. I've just been like attacked where somebody pounces on me through a tent and chokes me out, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he says, I'm a lion, and my ancestors told me on mushrooms that you're a tree and I need to kill you before you grow because I'm a Viking and you're Irish. And his name's Cat. And that was in the year of the cat in Vietnamese astrology, which I'm a year of the cat. And he was a Leo, 5 life path, and he thought that he was a flaming cat, and he had no idea. That was just when he's on mushrooms, that's what he thought. So he was walking on all fours, attacking me in the forest on mushrooms, and I was in there just trying to hide from people that were pissing on my tent and calling me names. Then, like 6 months later, another kid on mushrooms named Vincent showed up and found me in the woods and then said, I have a better spot for you. Took a hatchet and cut a tree down and said, this is you. And he cut the tree to pieces. And I was so confused. I went to try to talk to his manager. And his manager's name was Patrick. And then a couple of days later, a guy named Patrick gave me that car that I was able to see my dad. So I have this like Vikings keep showing up on mushrooms to tell me I'm a tree. And then if you look up Casey, it goes back to the acacia tree, which is the Celtic tree of life, but it's also in Africa, the DMT producing tree that the Egyptians would take to connect to the higher realms in their pyramids. It's all about DMT stuff and like connecting to like that higher space outside of this reality. So I can't, if going down that, like all that different stuff that's happened, you get to a point where you're like, is anything real? Like, why do I keep 5 minutes? Like I've killed someone in self-defense that just ran at me because I had what's called a Kundalini awakening, where you feel so present to the moment, you feel like you could just leave reality like this. Or some people call it being blessed. It's just like you get suddenly like electrified. And that's why, like, did you watch the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight?
No.
They were doing Freemasonic power holds where they were trying to connect to each other so that when everybody watched, all that attention and energy would go to them, and then they were trying to, Mike Tyson got a lot of money to transfer it to Jake so that he would get this energy. And it's a Freemasonic ritual that has to do with the Irish god of the wild, Cernunnos, and that's why we have Cern in Europe, all about this ancient god, right? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, hold on. See, what time is it?
Let's see. It's 12:59.
Okay, I'm gonna copy. Do you want to copy this?
Sure.
When you do, you don't have to. It's up to you.
I wanted to see what she wrote.
Okay.
That's all.
Yeah,
It is.
sure.
Is it? It's okay.
This is self-completion mission.
Thank you for holding.
Records.
Over 90% of the hotel and motel rooms available to the program are currently occupied, and the state is following the administrative procedure.
Me,
Households with
she
a
has to
member
give
who is a
us
child
a
19 years of age or under, is pregnant, is experiencing domestic violence, dating violence, sexual assault,
Okay.
stalking,
Does
human
that seem
trafficking,
fair?
hate violence, or
Yeah,
other
I just
dangerous
don't
or
want the
life-threatening
police and mental health
conditions
showing up
related to
again.
violence against the individual
so
that caused the
this
household to
person
lose its
you
housing, is
can't
65 years of
Okay.
age or
We
older,
don't
or
have
is
any
otherwise
medical records,
categorically
and
eligible,
they
and
ask
includes
for
a member who is
entire
50 years of age
Mhm.
or
I'll get
older,
them.
will
I'll make
receive
your
priority for the remainder of
I
the
just-
available
Some
rooms.
places have said I'm just
Households who do not
an
belong to a
overthinker, and
priority
some places
category
have
can
said I'm
call for
borderline
assistance after
schizophrenic.
12 p.m. today.
Okay, I don't
All
want it to like if
households
you
looking for a
go
referral
to
to a
like
shelter
the
should
wrong
remain on
place
the
and they
line.
still have
One
that
of
in
our
the records from
representatives will assist
2019,
you shortly.
where I was
Thank you for your
diagnosed at one
patience.
point and then it was taken out because I just wasn't as good as articulating what I'm thinking about back then. So they were like, he's nuts. But now I can explain it better, what I'm thinking about. So I don't think I'm schizophrenic, but I don't want like any reason that the cops might get something that would cause them to come back. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm worried about.
And as I was gonna say, was if you're gonna put somebody
Okay.
over yourself, if there's no, and I just have young review.
Do I sound like those guys? Do I sound like I'm never happy?
They had misdiagnosis.
They're misdiagnosed.
So,
Okay.
Your estimated wait time is up to 5 minutes. Thank you for your patience. If you would like to receive the call back to have an agent call you back instead of waiting on the line for the next available agent, press or say 1. Otherwise, please continue to hold. Thank you for
Are you
holding.
comfortable?
Over 90% of the hotel and motel rooms available to the program are currently occupied, and the state is following the administrative procedure. Households with a member who is a
Yes.
child 19 years of
She
age
tried
or
to say I
under,
was
is
in
pregnant,
psychosis,
is experiencing domestic violence,
Psychosis
dating
question.
violence, sexual
like I
assault,
was manic.
stalking, human trafficking, hate violence,
Kate,
or other dangerous or life-threatening conditions related to violence against the individual that caused the household to lose its housing, is 65 years of age or older or is otherwise categorically eligible and includes a member who is 50 years of age or older will receive priority for the remainder of the available rooms.
It's just emergency housing
Households
though.
who do not
Yeah.
belong to a priority category can call for assistance after 12 p.m. today. All households looking for a referral to a shelter should remain on the line. One of our representatives will assist you shortly.
Thank you, 'cause that wasn't true.
Thank you for your patience.
So it looks like
Your estimated wait time is up to 5 minutes.
Do you want me to do the date and the name?
No, you're cool. I'll check out. And thanks for being okay with like me doing that. So it's just gonna be to us. I'm not gonna make you do this stuff. I feel like that's a lot. almost 30 minutes over.
Thank you for holding. Over 90% of the hotel and motel rooms available to the program are currently occupied, and the state is following the administrative procedure. Households with a member who is a child 19 years of age or under, is pregnant, is experiencing domestic violence, dating violence, sexual assault, stalking, human trafficking, hate violence, or other dangerous or life-threatening conditions related to violence against the individual that caused the household to lose its housing, is 65 years of age or older, or is otherwise categorically eligible, and includes a member who is 50 years of age or older, will receive priority for the remainder of the available rooms. Households who do not belong to a priority category can call for assistance after 12 p.m. today. All households looking for a referral to a shelter should remain on the line. One of our representatives will assist you shortly. Thank you for your patience. Your estimated wait time is up to 5 minutes. Thank you for your patience. If you would like to receive the call back, have an agent call you back instead of waiting on the line for the next available agent.
How do you feel about giving us the last part of your social security number?
It's
Nate, you upload that form.
Are you from Vermont?
Yeah, like Jericho area.
Jericho. That's where I'm trying to go.
Yeah.
I heard that there's a lot of like big swaths of empty land that nobody really goes on. So if I wanted to like put a temporary campsite out there with like a Jackery power station, run a computer with a solar panel, and then I'm close enough to Burlington I could go in to see the people. But
You like have people doing it.
I don't have people anywhere, you know?
I feel you.
Yeah. It's not bad. This is how the people that made blues music and made country music and made jazz and all this live like this, just like traveling on a railroad, singing about life. So I chose to go down the music road after high school. So I'm happy that I got to be in the foundation. It's helped my songwriting a lot.
Households with a member who is a child 19 years of age or under, is pregnant, is experiencing domestic violence, dating violence, sexual assault, stalking,
Make a phone
human
call. Are you
trafficking,
cool?
hate violence, or other
Yeah.
dangerous or life-threatening
Yeah.
conditions related to
You
violence
sure?
against the individual that caused the
Yeah,
household.
I know I'm not doing anything here. Just taking space with you. But
What do you? It's cool. What do you have for meals?
From what?
What were the meals that you guys said you had?
I'm not sure. You want to check?
Yeah. Would I go, or do I have to stay here? Is it like a cafeteria?
It's I think it's like
All households looking for a referral to a shelter
I don't care.
should remain on the line.
As long as it's not like shepherd's pie, I don't like corn. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's overrated.
It's like the mixed situation. Let me heat it up.
So,
Let me heat it up.
sure.
Right. Go back.
All right. How long do I have? I've got 10 minutes until I have to catch the ride back.
Your estimated wait time is up to 5 minutes. Thank you for your patience. If you would like to receive the call back and have an agent call you back instead of waiting on the line for the next available agent, press or say 1. Otherwise, please continue to hold.
I didn't even remember this one. So I brought some options. So,
These are the same meals I get.
oh, it is. Oh, you also get the same. So vegetarian.
Thank you for holding. Over 90% of the hotel and motel rooms available to the program are currently occupied, and the state is
Who's watching
following the
this with the side
administrative
chicken?
procedure.
Okay.
Households
Yeah,
with a
both
member who is a
Yes, we
child
can.
19 years
Yeah.
of age or under, is pregnant, is
Vegetarian or
experiencing
regular?
domestic violence,
Do you
dating
want
violence,
one?
No.
Okay,
sexual
then
assault,
regular.
Okay.
stalking, human trafficking, hate violence, or other dangerous or life-threatening conditions related to violence against the individual that caused the household to lose its housing, is 65 years of age or older or is otherwise categorically eligible and includes a member who is 50 years of age or older will receive priority
What's
for the
up?
remainder of the available rooms.
How is everybody?
Households who do not belong to a priority
How we
category
doing?
can call for assistance after 12 p.m. today. All households looking for a referral to a shelter should remain on the line. One of our representatives will assist you shortly.
I'm just not.
Thank you for your
the
patience.
connection to the heavens as much. So that I don't come across weird. This is a hellish fever dream.
Your estimated wait time is up to 5 minutes.
Come on.
Thank you for your patience.
Hmm.
for holding. Over 90% of the hotel and motel rooms available to the program are
Should we
currently
do a giveaway
occupied,
for
and
$1?
the state is following the administrative procedure. Households
I'll
with a
give
member
this
who
$1
is a
away.
child 19 years of age or under, is pregnant,
Post your
is
cash apps. I'll send $1
experiencing
to
domestic
somebody.
violence, dating violence, sexual assault, stalking, human trafficking,
I want to
hate
show you
violence,
where my
or
money
other
actually
dangerous
goes.
or life-threatening conditions related to violence against the individual that
So I
caused
bought
the household
Walmart
to lose its
'cause
housing. Is 65
this guy
years
sent
of
me
age
50
or
bucks out of
older or is
nowhere.
otherwise categorically
Hadn't talked to him in
eligible, and
years.
includes a member who is 50 years of age or older
But
will receive priority for the remainder
the
of
shit
the
that he said
available rooms.
in the
Households
message
who do not belong to a priority
led me
category can call for
to
assistance after
the
12 p.m. today.
that giant
All
woman.
households looking for a referral to a
This is what I
shelter
spent
should
my money
remain
on.
on the line. One of our representatives will assist you shortly. Thank you for your patience.
That was a new charger. There was a new charger and block at Price Chopper.
You have reached Economic Services. When your agent picks up, please provide them with your name and social
McDonald's.
security number.
Schizophrenic mother blaming me
Good
for
afternoon,
ailment.
Economics Emergency Housing. This is Chrissy.
Hey Christy, can you hear me all right?
Yep.
All right. This is Casey O'Brien. I think I called you. I don't know if I called you, but I called Economic Services from a Capstone Community Action Program, and they said they were holding a room for me as long as I called. I think I've been on the phone for an hour now, but I was supposed to call an hour ago. I did call. It's just the wait.
Okay, can I get your social?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just look it up here. Okay. TC. Okay, and do you have a copy of the form that you're looking for eligibility?
I'm not sure. We did it.
Okay, so
We did it online, I think.
yeah, it looks like there's a note in here stating that we would still need to find an eligibility category for you to be eligible under.
Yeah, I'm at the hospital right now. So I just talked to I have the emergency housing disability documentation form, if that's what you're looking for.
For the what? I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
I have a paper that says emergency housing disability documentation form that I just got from the doctor here.
Okay, or are they able to fax it over or email it to us so we can see that?
Yeah, they're not in the room right now. They're heating up a frozen meal for me. But let me find a pen or something and I have a pen. I can write down your email. Or if you want to,
Let me
she should be here soon.
Just to make sure it's in here already. I don't think it is. Okay. Okay, what we can also do is look for possible provisional housing. I don't know if there's availability right now, but we can always try to provisionally house you for 4 nights while we get that form, until we get that form.
Okay. The issue is I'm in Morrisville, and there's not really. I mean, they have RCT, so I'm talking to them today about packing up my stuff and then taking it all to wherever.
Okay, are you being discharged today? Are you at the hospital to stay, or are you just there?
I went there to get the eval for this, and to get started with maybe getting a prescription or something.
Okay, so you're not admitted. You're not admitted there at the
No.
hospital then.
No,
Okay.
it's just a check. The initial.
Let me just check that area. We have kind of limited space over there. Is there another area that you're willing to kind of to go to if there's no availability in Morrisville?
I don't really have a way to get anywhere. Is the problem? I mean,
Okay.
I heard Burlington. Like every time I've tried to go to Burlington, everyone that I speak to says it's not a place to be anymore. That it just
It's
got.
also booked solid in the entire Chittenden County, unfortunately.
So I'm in Lemoy.
Yeah,
Is there any maybe up in Newport? But I don't have a way to get there.
Yeah, we only have two
The worker is here.
hotels and
She wants you to fax this.
Okay.
in the Derby Newport area.
Okay. But what about like I'm trying to go to Johnson first, but I don't mind staying in
To
Morrisville.
Johnson.
That's where I was headed to try to get work for a couple weeks.
Okay, which county is that in?
Is Johnson Lemoy?
Lemoyle, yeah.
Lemoyle.
Memorial County.
Where did she want this faxed?
There if you want to have the paper faxed over, they're here.
So is it just you on the application, Casey?
Yeah.
Okay, there might be a possibility right there in Morrisville or Jeffersonville.
I think the other woman said Jeffersonville and the one right by the gas station.
I can try. Let me just go over your application real quick. Let's make sure before I call the hotel. Okay.
Okay.
Do you happen to have an email address that
Yeah.
you're willing to share with us?
Yeah. It's
Okay, so it's just you. And do you have any resources or income coming in at this time?
no. I have food stamps.
Okay. And it's just you, right? Just
Yeah,
want to double check
it's just
that.
me. I'm trying to
Okay,
get
so
in.
everything in this application true and complete to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
And do you give us permission to pursue what we need to determine your eligibility for emergency housing?
Yes.
And do you certify that, or do you authorize the Department of Children and Families to share your identifying information for the purpose of coordinated entry?
Yes.
And you understand that if you do come into any income or resource of sale of property, any kind of money, that you need to report that to us, right?
Yeah. Do you count like if I tell?
We don't count food stamps for emergency housing.
But I mean, like if I meet someone that knows I'm homeless and they throw me $20. Like.
$20? No.
Okay.
If they loan you $500, yes.
Okay. Nowhere near 500.
Yeah. So if it's a significant amount, yes, we would need to know that. Okay.
What about
Because it would be considered a resource.
Okay. I'm trying to work with higher ability that might get me an e-bike, and the plan is to get a job. If I get that e-bike, is that considered an asset or anything that I have to call you? Like assets like
No.
that? Okay.
Not for emergency housing, no.
Okay. I'm not sure what the whole. I know you guys are part of a department. I don't know what else.
Yeah. So what we're talking about for emergency housing is if you have like $1,000 saved in your checking account, or even if you have like $200 in a checking account or a savings account. If you win the lottery, we need to know that. If you sell something and you get a chunk of money for it, those are the kinds of things that we would need to know for emergency housing.
I've got $1 right now.
Okay. All right, so no current income, you said.
No.
And so you said that you have the form and it's completed, but you just need to get it to us, right?
Yes, and they are here at the computer. If you want
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll approve you under that at least for provisionally, but let me email you how to upload it directly into your account here so we can see it right away, and then you'll have the email that you can send it back to if you need to, okay?
It should have been uploaded already by Carrie Eaton.
Oh, it is uploaded already.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
let me check in the
emailed
system.
her, I don't know, maybe 20,
When was that uploaded?
maybe like 25 minutes ago.
Oh, okay, I'm not able to see it just yet, but it might pop up here shortly.
I think I also missed the RCT.
I just sent a message out.
Okay, cool.
We got it done.
Okay.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do for you is give a call over to our hotel over in Morrisville and just see if they still happen to have a single bed available.
Okay.
Okay, do you have a valid ID?
Yes.
And do you have any pets?
Nope.
Do you have difficulty getting around up and down stairs, moving around, mobility issues?
No.
Okay. All right, I'm going to put you on hold and I'm going to give them a quick call. If they still have a room available, I'm going to go ahead and book it for you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, hang up.
No, just hang on. Okay, hang on.
I can definitely pass it, but,
You say you can't feel other people's energy? I think everybody can. It's just some people were taught that that's weird. So it would take a lot of work to get them to a point where they can like, look outside of themselves selflessly. That's all it is that you're selfless. So you're not projecting on anybody. I walk into a room and it feels gross and no thanks, and then I try to change it, and then those people attack me. And a lot of them are cops. Okay. Yeah. If they'll take me out, if you want a drink or something from Cumberland's, I can get you some of food stamps because you're really nice. You know what I'm saying? I get it for free, so you guys have to. No worries. None of you have to work. You know, you don't even have to care about your jobs to get me. So the fact that people care means a lot.
What do I do? Just eat chips?
That's what I do. Yeah.
I do love myself some chips, I'm not gonna lie, Casey, I really do.
No reason whatsoever. Yeah, part of that might be cold. Sorry, I was trying to run two microwaves at the same time.
I don't know why she's calling the motel, so it should be like 5 minutes. Either 5 minutes, or if not, she's gonna call Jeffersonville next.
Okay, Casey, you with me?
Yep.
Okay, so I was able to get you the room at Sunset Motor Inn in Morrisville.
Okay.
It's only for two days because I can't see the 201 GVR yet in the system. So what you'll want to do is just give us a call to see if it's gone through yet. So I don't see it uploaded yet here. It doesn't mean it wasn't. It just means that we can't see it just yet. So by Friday, you want to just make sure that we can see it so that we can get you through the weekend.
I know, sorry, it's Krista at the office. I know that we have confirmation it was uploaded, but it'd be better for me to fax it over to you?
It's actually quicker to upload it than it is to fax, because what happens with the faxes is it can just sit in the fax machine for a long time before somebody picks it up
Yeah, we hate
and
that.
uploads it.
Okay, okay, that's fair.
So it actually is quicker to upload it. My guess is I'll check again before we get off the phone here too, and if it's in there, we'll see if we can get it longer.
I can take a
But
picture
there
of
are
it.
a couple of things, Casey, that I
Yeah.
just want to go over first. If the Sunset Motor Inn asks that you check in before 7, no later than 7.
Okay.
Okay, and then I also just want to let you know that if you can't make it for any reason, to please call us, and if it's after hours, call 211, because if you don't call and you don't show, we may not be able to house you for 30 nights under a period of ineligibility, okay?
Okay. I am trying to move to Johnson, and the plan is to just keep going up the rail trail. So I might end up like wanting to go to Jeffersonville. It's just, I haven't showered in a couple
Okay.
months, and I haven't had a bed in probably a year. So that's
Okay,
why.
so what I would do on Friday when you call back, you would be calling back after 12 to do your eligibility. At this point, we're under what we call an admin procedure, so you would have to call after 12 right now.
Okay.
But what you could do on Friday is call and ask if Jeffersonville has openings first, because then we can move you. We just can't move you while you already have a voucher.
Okay.
So if you're okay with staying at Sunset for a couple of days, we can try to move you to
Yeah.
the other place if it has availability, okay?
Would it be worth it to call Jeffersonville and say, hey, I'm planning on moving up that way. Do you mind if you keep a room open for me? Because I know for sure that I'm going to be up there.
Yeah, they can't hold rooms, unfortunately, for people for ahead of time. Would you rather I book you at Deer Run in Jeffersonville instead of Sunset?
I don't have a way to get there right now. I don't know if RCT would take me.
All right, so they do have more than one room available as of now. I mean, hopefully they would still have one available for you on Friday. Would you rather me just try one night for Sunset?
No, I think
You could call back tomorrow and see if there's still availability at Deer Run.
yeah, because I have to pick up. I have 2 campsites across on each side of town, and RCT is willing to work with me to go there and get everything together and put them and take me somewhere. I'm not sure if they'll take me all the way to Jeffersonville or just to Johnson. That's the issue. Is I don't know if I got a motel room, if I'd even be able to get up there. I don't know how far away it is from me.
Do you think it would be less stressful to just go ahead and stay 2 nights at Sunset?
Yeah.
Just to take those 2 nights and then call us on Friday just to see if Deer Run's open?
Yeah.
Okay, why don't we just leave it for the 2 nights then?
Okay. Another thing.
So then that way you can just try to settle in, at least take a shower, get some rest.
Yeah.
Right? Or at least the 2 nights here. So I'll send that over to them. So by Friday, I'll keep an eye on to see if we can see your form uploaded. And if we do, I'll put a note here in your case just stating that it's in there. But I cannot see it yet, unfortunately. So we're just going to do at least 2 out of the 4 provisional housing that we're allowed to give out while we're waiting for the verification of category. Okay? Does that make sense? So the other thing I just want to reiterate it too is if you don't follow hotel rules or break the law around the hotel and the hotel has to ask you to leave, we may also not be able to house for 30 nights. And I'm just trying to make sure everybody is aware of that.
That was the next. I had a question for you.
Yeah.
So I've been staying at the McDonald's pretty much all day, like 12 hours a day for the past like month. I just sit there and occasionally they'll give me a free sandwich, or sometimes someone will give me a couple bucks and I can buy a sandwich. There was a couple that came in that were probably that were probably at the motel that came in, and they were on a lot of drugs, and they started doing sexual things just in the booth in front of everybody, and there were like kids right next to him watching, and the dad had to leave with the kids, and I ended up calling the cops on him. They know what I look like, so I'm saying if I go there and they're there, I won't commit any crimes. I won't even try to fight him, but I worry that drama might just get both of us kicked out. Even if I'm just like, leave me alone, I'm going back. If somebody starts with me.
What you want to do, Casey, is if you get there and you end up running into a situation where you don't feel safe, you can call us and we can try to move you.
Okay.
Okay, we would have to probably just kind of forward that information to management and just get it approved that we can move you.
Okay.
If your safety is an issue, then you need definitely call us back.
Okay. And then just to let you know, the motel, I don't know if Heather is still the manager at the Motel 6, but she was hiring people that were homeless in the motel program to work there. And it was an issue where I showed up and there was a guy that didn't like me and challenged me, and I didn't challenge him back or anything. I just said, like, I'm good, bro. Have a good night. And he got really mad about it. And somehow my hotel voucher I was removed. I wasn't able to be staying there anymore, and I had to be outside because an employee had a problem with me.
Knowledge, if you ever get asked to leave a hotel and a period of ineligibility is issued for you, there is always an appeal process.
Okay.
So if there was a situation where you didn't feel like you were at fault, you could always appeal that decision, and we would just gather that information for you, and you can appeal it.
Okay.
In any case of period of ineligibility, or and for anything really, you can always appeal the decision. Okay, just so that you know for future knowledge. And what I can do is, I just want to make sure that you are feeling safe where you're at. So just make sure you give us a call if you're not. Okay.
Okay.
And then we can go from there, from that point on. Okay.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is send over the application. The voucher. And then you're going to give us a call on Friday, and we'll see if we can locate your form at that point and try to either renew you at Sunset or try to move you if you would like to be moved. Okay?
Okay.
All right. And do you have any other questions?
Not for emergency housing.
Okay. And do you know where Sunset Motor Inn is?
Yeah, it's by the Maple Fields.
Okay. Yep. And it's on Route 15.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So just give us a call back on Friday after 12 o'clock. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We'll hear from you then. Give us a call if you have any more concerns or questions. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. You take care.
You too. Goodbye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Alright, so I
someone to call RCT to see if they either wait or if they could come back. I haven't heard anything, but. Casey, I'm gonna give you my number. If anything happens with like them needing something or if they're not seeing it, you can text
Yeah.
me or call me.
This is the
That's my direct line.
okay.
Yeah, you can text or call.
I'm trying to get a motorcycle, and I want to find some place in the woods that no one will bother me, because I don't think it's gonna go to shit. Like I don't think the country's gonna like do martial law. I don't think people are worried that exactly what happened during COVID is happening again right now, like the telltale signs of what happened.
Yeah.
So people are thinking something might happen again. Trump is posting pictures of him trying to buy Greenland right now. Trump is trying to get Canada signed to America and buy Greenland. So I'm not political, but I want a way that everyone can still have fun while the world goes crazy.
You all set with us?
Yeah,
They're a young man.
thank you.
All right, sir, I gotta go do some other stuff. You know, hang out.
Yeah, I said that because I was asking if you knew anywhere. If you're from the area, if you knew
I
anyone.
haven't been there in 27 years, but no,
All right.
sorry.
I forget. How about do you know Cane Corso dogs? Those big black ones? You know anyone that might sell those, or like Irish wolfhounds, big dog? I want a big dog that's trained.
Yeah, well,
And then I want a cameraman, and I want to wear a suit of armor, and I want to go up against people that like Planet Hank that are recording crackheads getting beaten. And I want to show up with like security guards in a Cane Corso in a suit of armor and say, I'm the king of the north. And we're coming here to clean up. We're here to clean you.
You're gonna go.
I have to go take a bath for the first time in years.
Yes, that's number one. Okay,
Yeah.
like I'm glad that you're like reeling it in. Yep,
Yeah.
that's exactly what your number one thing is. What happens if you miss an RCT ride?
So what?
What happens if you miss an RCT ride?
They're probably mad, and then they'll come back later.
Okay, great.
Did I miss it, or did we call?
I asked someone to call.
Okay.
I don't have confirmation of that.
All right.
So let's ask the smart people at the front.
Okay. Tomorrow if I don't wake up. Okay. It's like an SUV. It's big and green.
Oh, I just saw some.
You drop me off right here. I don't know their phone number. I don't know where you're going, but do you got room for one more troubled soul? I'm coming home and I said I'll check in tomorrow if I don't wake up dead. This is the road to me.
I don't have any gifts to send. Are you all set right now?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you need anything, okay?
I do more, but I'm sick. All right.
Is
Nice to meet you. Yeah.
that-
Thanks.
Okay.
Hello.
I'm gonna give Uncle, well,
Uncle?
I'll call them for you.
Okay.
I don't know why my words aren't going out today.
I just wrote it up. I don't know, that's my own.
You have a bathroom? You have a bathroom?
Yeah, it's gonna be around that blue sign. First one.
Where'd you buy the slipper?
That I'm coming home and I said I'll check in tomorrow if I don't wake up dead.
This is the road to ruin, and we're starting at the end. Say it. Let's be alone together. We can stay young forever. Screaming at the top of your lungs. Oh no, say it. Let's be alone together. We can stay young forever. Screaming at the top of your lungs. Oh no, shame. I miss. I miss the goddamn toilet. Yeah, let's be alone together. We can stay young forever. Screaming at the top of your lungs. Yeah. Why are the cops so condescending and abusive? Is it because they're unhappy and their misconduct is a cry for help? That's what I think. No one asked.
I'm watching the hands of under the sink like a goblin. God.
Can you guys just supplant me a bunch of 150 more viewers? Can you guys just give me 150 more viewers? I want to. By the way, when I wear this, I feel like I'm wearing my indigenous headdress. When I walk around, I feel like I'm wearing my indigenous headdress. Hey, yeah. I'm going to start putting you guys on the job. You guys are going to start working for me pretty soon if you're going to sit in the chat all day. We're going to give you guys a purpose or something that you can do. There we go. This is how to get help. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
All good. Thank you. Let's be alone together. Let's see if they called.
Great question. I mean, if they eat that many carrots. Who did a bag of carrots? Not weird. That's weird. That's not a lot. If you need a 20-pound bag of carrots, I don't know what's supposed to happen with that, but. That's like a dinner only diet. Hello.
Hey,
Do you need a 20-pound bag of carrots returned for what?
I mean, I'm headed out into the woods where there's a bunch of animals.
Yeah, well, I think they're great for whoever.
Yeah. There's a bunch of potatoes. What they got in here? What they got in here, motherfucker? Oh shit. We're taking all the sweet and sour chicken they got. The goulash is trash. There's nothing I want. Are these all the same? No, they're not. Chicken casserole. Yes. I just followed the same intuition that gives me winning lottery numbers. And it gave me sweet and sour chicken that I was looking for. Clip. It's not that interesting of a clip. I just want to make country music, man. I just want to drive my car around listening to my own music.
quite deserve it. I'm sicko. Bless the space indigenously. I'm indigenous. Yo. Did you call?
Yeah, I'm working on, was it RCT or was it microtransit? Do you know?
I don't know the difference. It's just whoever you call to get me back to Capstone.
Joanne?
Yeah,
Hi.
I wish I could bless the space. You're a mirror from the land, turn forever hand in hand. Take it all in on your stride. Is anybody here? Love forever, love is free. Turn forever you. Hey mom, you went off about my mom is in the chat. I wanted to know that there are tens of people that are now calling me names and threatening to hurt me on the internet because they think I'm schizophrenic and a creep, when I'm neither of those things, but because he posted that. Yeah, tell y'all something. This photograph to me looks exactly the same as when I stared at it in real life. Like, I get the same feeling of satisfaction when I look at this photo as I do when I'm actually sitting out there staring at it. I don't know if that means my eyes are fucked up from screens or what. But yeah, my mom slandered me on the internet. I'm just trying to grab my stuff. I'm trying to get a four-wheeler. Because I want to go on these. I heard there's tons of trails out here. Where's my... Yo. Yo. She busy. I don't think she tuned me out. Yo. Can I ask you a question real quick? Oh, she's on the phone.
I'm currently on the phone with them. I'm just trying to figure it out.
There's a bus right across the street right now.
I mean, you could see they might be picking up another patient.
All right. If I'm going to get on that bus, I'll tell them to talk to whoever you're talking to. If not, stay on the phone. I'll come right back.
Yeah.
All right. I'm indigenous. I'm a native. And you will never know if I'm telling the truth. Because I don't even know if I am. But I know that I can't knock the thematic presence in my life and the strong feeling of camaraderie I had before I knew anything about genetics or ancestral traumas. I know that my whole life I resonated and had a strong connection only with the indigenous peoples because of the pain and the grounded nature. I could still talk and have fun with anybody, and I feel like I'm everything everywhere all at once. So I can see the difference. I can hang out with Colombians, and I can hang out with Jamaicans, and I can hang out with Chinese. But I'm not going to tell you that it's not a different song from the universe that they're playing, where the energies are different and the style is different, and I can pick it all up. Wait, they're telling the engine to wake up. I'm cold and I'm tired. Yo. Yo, nurse is in there calling you guys about me. We didn't know.
Nope, not me.
All right.
Are you looking for RCT rides?
I'm just trying to get a ride back to Capstone.
Okay, yeah, I just heard him on the radio talking about you.
Okay, different.
CO or?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So the RCT rides bus will be here momentarily.
Okay, back at the.
Well, if you're, I don't know which way he's gonna go. So he's probably gonna go to 609 more than likely.
Okay, thank you. All these pretty ladies. Can't take it. I'm a smelly, dirty bum. Oh, look, there's a tank over there. I'll show you on the way out. Goddamn fucking cold. And the blisters on my feet hurt. Yeah, I mean, I would appreciate it if my mother posted, hey, I'm sorry, I keep posting about my son. He's not actually, I just exaggerate because I care about him. I saw people hating on him for no reason. He works harder than all of you, and he's funnier, and your women like him, and that's why you're all mad. You're all mad because women like Casey. Yeah, did you miss all that? All right. They sent me back.
A bus just pulled in for you, though. I talked to them on the phone, and they were going to send someone that was coming up for you. So I think they just pulled in for you.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, I see him right here. You too. Nice to meet you guys. Hello. Hello. I'm CO.
Okay, CO.
CO. Good. How you doing?
You want to cap down?
Yeah.
Turn left. Turn left.
Nah, keep that. She needs to hear that. My fault.
Turn right.
I forgot to show you the tank. This is the hospital that I went to when they. How do I unretract that message? God damn. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Last one, I promise.
I know when I do that, it's really scary.
Right?
In 350 feet, you will arrive at your destination. You have arrived at your destination on the right.
Thank you. Hi there. All right, how are you?
Hello.
Hey.
Are you shopping?
No laundry.
Oh, okay, that too, yeah. I do the same thing, but I don't have time to do it right now. You don't want some? Stackable, but my brake just got a little pissed. So there is no number on this. Timmy's like, oh, there should be a number on the side of the building. I'm like, I don't think so. I didn't see it. Yeah, I can. I ain't that worried about it. I'm just trying to feel good in one stone, you know? Yeah. Get it on the way back. And I want to let it know that nobody stole it, that I took it back. He said he would have time to do it this week. So he's possibly gonna bring it in soon. He told me like Monday, Tuesday. Now it's Thursday. Or Wednesday, sorry. I don't want him thinking he's liable for it. Or would be, but I know in Middlebury, whenever I got my light up, they either brought it into the shop or they changed it outside and they tagged it. They ran it right through all the lights and trims. So if you're going to steal one light, you have to steal them all. They take them all together outside the shop. No, and there's cameras, so nobody will here and steal it. Because the point says, money I have nothing to invest in it, but no one else works.
Turn right onto Northgate Plaza. Turn left.
So just treat that. For now, because if Chris give you that money, we'll come back later and get another one. Like, I want you to save it. If he'll give you cash, you gotta just go anywhere. You need help, hon?
Yeah, if you just want to just put him out here, I
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
Absolutely. As long as he doesn't drive off. Okay.
Are there more?
No, we're good.
All right.
It'll go to her. That's not yours. That's the room.
This is pretty cool. These are the crackheads everybody's mad about. These two guys that just helped that woman. Those are the people that people are talking shit about and trying to get people to come hunt down and kill them. There are people trying to get these guys killed on a back road just for existing right now.
Oh, man. Yeah.
It's summer out.
Yeah, tropical heat wave. Yeah. So yeah, get trying to date whether it's $25. So you come back. You don't like the
I was just gonna grab a cheap one.
You don't like Naruto or Newport? You don't like menthol?
They don't sell it like that. No, that's not menthol.
Yeah. They don't sell it. Have you put baked those?
Yeah.
They had those about camel, like a camel crush. Yeah, but you can crush it and either have menthol or not.
Yeah, I don't want that.
You're fine. Then
Do you
go.
smoke? Do you prefer menthol?
No, I don't prefer it. I like it once in a while. Like have that option.
Alright, so what do you want? Camel Crush?
I know they're more expensive, but then I have that option and they have menthol if I want. They're probably $13, right? Yeah.
Yo, in Montpelier, at that gas, right, the bus station in Montpelier?
Yeah.
And you know that gas, the Sunoco station?
Yeah, I used to work there on Memorial Drive.
Yeah,
Bob Sunoco.
they do the discount cigarettes when they throw them out. So like every week if you go on like a Friday.
I used to manage that store.
Were you there this summer?
No, it was like